Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Minchi, aka Scott. Hope you are all doing well. I have had a request, so that is what this video is about. And it's a follow up from how to deal with the isolation we're all suffering, what to do, what you're feeling, and so on and so forth. For those who know me in another world, in the real world if you like, you'll know that I have had bouts of feeling low, feeling a bit sad about the current situation, and my entire life for the last 3 or 4 months has been a little bit of a whirlwind. Um, but this situation has kind of brought it into fruition and brought it into focus, and hopefully my experience and the kind of things I'm going to say may help you to move forward, get through this, and come out either a nicer, brighter, kinder, lovelier person or not. A lot of people who have contacted me have said they're finding it very hard to get through day on day, being in the same situation, being in the same house, being on your own. I get this. This little project and starting this YouTube channel on a more serious basis is my way of coping. The majority of my work is full load, which is lovely. It means I can do this and still know that I can pay my bills, but I know not everyone is in that situation. I also know that those not feeling great about the situation aren't necessarily the ones having to stay in their house. I have spoken to a few people who are not necessarily key workers, but they are still working because they deliver food, they work in a kind of environment that has not been told to stop working. And these people, in some circumstance, wish they could stop working because of their home environment, but can't because they still need money, and the government won't pay you if you just say, I'm self-isolating myself for the benefit of me and my family. In my situation, I'm very lucky that I have friends that reach out to me all the time, see how I am, and I hopefully do the same for them. And that is the crux of how to get through this. Communication. Talk to each other, reach out to those that you might not have for a very long time, and reconnect. Just because we are isolated doesn't mean we have to be isolated. Especially if you have older relatives, even a phone call helps. I know this. I have family. They don't always want to hear from me, but knowing that I do reach out, I think they feel a little bit safer and a little bit happier. But you'd have to ask them on that front. Other than that, focus on what interests you. If that's reading, music, don't think of this as a prison sentence. Think of it as an opportunity to be able to focus on those things that before you had no time to do. If you keep your brain active, this becomes easier. It's those that become sloth-like, binge watch Netflix, and things like that. By the way, nothing wrong with binge watching Netflix. There are some class things on there. There's some real rubbish on there as well, but I'll go into that another day. But don't let yourself become isolated, not only from other people, but from what is going on around the world. One of the things I would suggest is don't watch the news all the time. If you watch it 24/7 and you watch this pandemic spread throughout the world, hour on hour, day by day, you're going to go crazy. The way the news is portraying it, which is totally fine and totally right, is as if we're heading for The Walking Dead. We are not, but it is also key to know that these statistics will only ever show you the parts that make you stay in and make you want to make things better. They're not going to go, today, 30,000 people recovered. Because in people's brains, they then think, well, 30,000 people recovered, if that keeps going to escalating the same way people are becoming infected, we can go out, we can do whatever we want. Unfortunately, at the moment, we can't. And we mustn't. We must just stay where we are. So, to reiterate, talk to each other. Use the apps that the world has given us. Use the usual, the Skypes, the Vibers, the WhatsApp. But also, maybe dip into the newer versions. Zoom. If you want to have a family conference, Zoom is brilliant. It's encrypted end-to-end. You have to give people the meeting information, and it either flicks from screen to screen to screen, or you can have everyone on one screen, a la Brady Bunch. The other one is House Party. I haven't used House Party yet. I might give it a go later, but I have found Zoom perfect for the needs and what I need it for. If you have kids at home, interact with them. It's amazing how little, especially school-age kids, you interact with them because they want to talk to their mates, they want to play their games, they want to do whatever they want to do. But you have been given a God-given opportunity to spend more time with them and to see how their life works. Also, a lot of them are still doing schoolwork, or they should be doing schoolwork. So help them with it. And if you can't help them with it, let them help you with it, and you might learn something along the way. This is only a little update, just to see how people are, how people are coping. I would like to hear from you how you are coping with this. What are you doing? I would like to talk to a few people via Zoom. Either we can come online face to face and have a interaction that way, or you can just message me and go, Scott, this is how I'm feeling, this is how I'm coping, I would like to get this word out, and this is what people can do just to make things a little bit better. On my final note, look at exercise. We are entitled to exercise once a day. We do have to exercise from house to somewhere, but that could be running, walking, cycling, doing whatever. Get some fresh air. Living in the stale environment of inside a house, inside a flat in my case, or anywhere else, you are going to go a little bit stir crazy. But stand outside, on a balcony, in your garden, or when you go for a walk, and just look around. The airs are clearer. It's beautiful at the moment. Blue sky, sunshine. And appreciate it. I know, especially living where I do, and a lot of people who are watching this do, we live down by the beach, and we're coming into prime tourist season, and we're going to have a very quiet period. But once this is all over, those same visitors hopefully will want to come down here and enjoy the beautiful surroundings we still have. For now, stay safe, be happy, like, subscribe, comment down below. If you have anything you want to say, contact me, scott@minchie.com. Much love. I've been Scott. You've been wonderful. Bye for now. So, ladies and gentlemen, after I recorded the video you have just watched, I had news from one or two people about the levels that they're not coping at. So I wanted to give advice on those people you can reach out to depending on your situation. I've talked to a few people who haven't got food, money for certain things, don't know how they're going to pay the bills. So I thought I would add this onto the end of my kind of isolation tape, if you like, and tell you where you can go. It will flash up on the screen, these places that you can reach out to. Some of them are specific to where we are, in Torbay in Devon, but a lot of these places will have the equivalent where you are. So my first suggestion would be the Samaritans. This is primarily aimed at those people who are not coping, do not feel they have someone to talk to, do not feel they can follow the advice before in my video. I am an open person. You can reach out to me on any of my social medias and I will get back to you. That's not some BS, I will. But the Samaritans are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can reach out to them via the internet, via their text messaging service, or you can give them a call. I will make sure their details are flashed up on the screen before the end of this video. Locally to us, if you are homeless or you have the fear of being homeless and you don't know where to turn, we have the Thrive Project in Paignton. We have PATH based in Torquay, but they do deal with all of Torbay. And we also have the Salvation Army. These are the places you can reach out to if you are in dire straits and you're not being able to feed your family or cover certain things. When it comes to other important parts, like mortgages and bills and utilities, my advice to you is to reach out. The councils have been given a discretionary fund to allow you to not necessarily stop yourself owing your council tax, but to delay the payment until things are back to normal. When it comes to rent, if you are paid via housing benefit or anything like this, talk to your landlord. Get it added onto your rent after this, not now. The Landlords Association and the council are under an obligation not to throw you out or evict you for 3 months at this time. So that gives you 3 months to sort yourself out and make sure you have somewhere to live. You will still owe that money. That's not a question, but they do have to help you. Mortgage companies, they are also in a position where they can give you a 3-month payment holiday. As long as you are a regular payer, you're not behind in your mortgage, they are obligated to help you, and it's in their best interest. They want you to still pay your mortgage. They want your money, money, money. If it gets any more desperate than this, you still have to reach out. Do not just cancel direct debits to pay bills and things like this. That will only compound your problems. And that's related to utilities, council tax, credit cards, mortgages, rent. Talk first, then see how things lie. Going back to the kind of people that can help you, I did mention PATH. They can help you with food parcels, so can the Thrive Project and the Salvation Army. If you are in the lucky position that you have more than you can have, you could set up your own food bank. Locally to us, we have Punks Against Poverty. They start their own little food banks outside houses, in public areas, so those less fortunate than yourselves don't have to feel embarrassed, can take what they need, and those with more than they need can leave donations for other people. As I say, I will flash up the information at the end of the video, so if you do need anything, it will be in the credits right at the end. If you need to reach out a message to an anonymous YouTuber like myself, please do. I will get back. I can't promise I can help, but I promise I will respond, and if I do have any information on where you can go, what you can do, I will give you it. For now, I've been Scott. Hopefully you are still lovely. Till later, bye for now. Ciao.